Hydrogen. What is the hype behind this so-called hydrogen gas? Molecular hydrogen, H2. Sounds so sciencey. But here we're going to break it down for you. You probably heard of these things in our environment called free radicals. These things, these little free radicals cause aging. They cause oxidation. That process creates inflammation. So there's your itises, your arthritis, your bursitis, your tendinitis. In fact, every single disease process in the body is linked to free radical oxidational stress. So where do these little free radicals come from? Don't breathe, because they're coming from our environment. What about our cell phones, our microwaves, our TVs, radios, computers? Stress puts an enormous free radical burden on the body. You ever notice those people that go through a very stressful situation, then you see them a couple years later, and they've aged 10 or more years? That's because stress causes oxidation. So what we must have is an antioxidant. And unfortunately, our food is void of these antioxidants. Maybe way back when our food contained enough antioxidants, but because of over farming and fertilizing and the ground that it's tilled, the soil that the plants are actually absorbing, are missing a lot of vital nutrients. And because of that, our body becomes deficient in hydrogen. You see, our body makes hydrogen. When you eat food, it breaks it down and it makes hydrogen gas. And our body uses that, helps upregulate in very important antioxidant systems in the body, like glutathione, which is your body's most powerful antioxidant. So taking hydrogen is an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory to the body. That important benefit right there should stand alone. It's protecting your body from the cycle of aging and disease. You see, in the United States, we tend to wait until our pain is great enough for change. Meaning you have diabetes, you have cancer, you have acid reflux, fibromyalgia, and then you seek help. Where in other areas, the focus is more on preventative care. If we give our body what it requires to have every day, our body maintains good health. It's like a car. Imagine your body as the highest, most powerful sports car out there. Would you go down to the gas station and put the least expensive fuel in it and expect it to run at optimal levels? Well, that's just like us. The body is 75% water, and we're a very well-defined, amazing sports car. And if we put the horriblest water in the body is going to react. And what that turns into over time is disease and illness. So what I'm going to show you here is how these different liquids, bottled water, tap water, are very aging to the body. They're very oxidizing. So what we've got is we've got these different liquids. This is Dasani water. This particular brand of water is banned in Europe. You can't even buy it. In 2007, they were caught putting tap water in their bottles, repackaging it, and selling it back to the public. Bottled water industry is an $18 billion industry. Do you think they want you to drink more of it or less of it? The first ingredient in Dasani is magnesium sulfate, which causes you to become thirsty. So you buy more bottled water. Then they put that bottled water in plastic. Plastic is known as a carcinogen. It causes cancer. It's also giving your body a high source of endocrine disrupting hormones, or xenoestrogen. And 75% of men and women that have breast cancer have too much estrogen. It's a female growth hormone that causes cancer cells in the body to multiply and divide at a faster rate. And it's in our environment. This plastic does not get recycled. It's going back into our oceans. The fish are eating the plastic, then we're eating the fish. Our children are being raised in this very toxic environment. So if you're not going to do this for yourself, do it for me, so we can get rid of all the plastic bottles out there. The next one we're talking about is tap water, which tap water, if filtered properly, can be safe drinking water. The problem is that our tap water isn't filtered. So therefore, all those contaminants like chlorine get put into that water to kill the bacteria, but we don't filter it, and then we're putting the chlorine in our bodies. One of my good friends, his name is Bob Wright. He's the founder of the American Anti-Cancer Institute. He says if you drink tap water, you're 93% more likely to get cancer. Think about that. If all tap water is meant to have chlorine and you're not filtering your water, your chances of getting cancer are 93% higher. Then we have this amazing product right here. This is called H2 on the go. And you can put filtered tap water in here. You can put bottled water. So maybe you're in an area where you can't get safe drinking water. All you have options is just buying bottled water at the time. You can actually pour it right in here. And then you push the button, and right now it's making H2. It's making antioxidants. It's gonna give you energy. Your skin is gonna start to glow, and you're gonna sleep like a baby. Then you're gonna start to notice digestive issues are gonna go down. You're gonna wake up and your aches and pains are going down. And what drives this is there is platinum electrodes. Platinum is $1,200 per ounce. And you wanna make sure it's the very highest quality that you can get. There is some other units on the market that are very low quality, and they're gonna be lower priced. This process, if you have water going in here and it's not able to let the chlorine gas out because it creates chlorine, if it's not able to get that out of there, guess what? That chlorine is now filling in your bottle. So that same thing we talked about in tap water, how toxic chlorine is, some of these cheaper devices out there are making chlorine as it ionizes it. So this one does not. It actually has an escape. It's patented. It's got an escape just for gas. So right here, we push the button and we make hydrogen gas, the antioxidant. So we're going to test this. We're going to put it over here. And we're going to have this little meter. So this meter is known as an oxidation reduction potential meter. So if it's 0, it's not going to be aging things. It's not creating inflammation or oxidation. If it's negative, it's an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory to the body. So that's what this is showing us. So here we have the first one, which is Dasani water. And if you can see it right now, it's at a positive 134 and climbing. I've seen Dasani water get to the positive 400 before because it was left in my car where all that heat made the plastic break down faster, and all that plastic creates oxidation and shows up higher in the meter. Think about how long that bottled water has been sitting in that plastic before you consume it. Now this one is 180 positive. Then we have our good old tap water, which is here in Seattle. We have a positive 241 on the oxidation chart. Now we have the hydrogen-rich water here. That is a negative 633. You could not eat enough fruits and vegetables in one day to get the equivalent of 1 glass of this water. So I encourage you to go on my website, amandabobbitt.com, and order one of these very inexpensive devices, because what if it can prevent disease in the body and you didn't just, purchase at least one to go out there and help prevent things from happening. If you care about your family, get them all them too. All right? So until next time, I want you to be happy, be healthy, and be free.